Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, June 30th, 2023 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is what I nurture is my responsibility. Meaning it's up to you to choose what you are going to lend your time, energy, kindness, love to. You get to choose what you nurture. So, we have Neptune going retrograde today. Definitely some interesting lessons coming with Neptune retrograde. Neptune is slowly winding up in Pisces. Neptune is going retrograde at 27-degree Pisces. So we are wrapping it up slowly because Neptune does not move very fast. And I feel like as Neptune is working these final degrees, the universe is pushing some of these Neptune and Pisces lessons. Now, some of these lessons are karmic. Some of them have to do with past lives. But Neptune and Pisces, I really feel like, invites us to explore our relationship with God, universe, spirit. I love Rumi in part because, to me, all of Rumi's poems, verses, writings, are an exploration between us as humans and God's spirit universe. And it's interesting because a lot of people also read them as love poems, myself included. And they are love poems between Rumi and the universe, God universe, and also humans acting as, or where Rumi could find God in others, basically, and love on them in that way. So, I don't know where I was going with that. Whenever a planet goes retrograde, there is a calling to turn within. Here we go. Wrapping it around, kind of like a spiral. We're called to go within. And I have found in past Neptune retrogrades in Pisces that I felt like, God? It feels like the beginning of like a prayer by Madonna, how she says, God, ? Where are you? Where are you? Wanting that feeling of safety outside of ourselves. It's interesting because before recording this horoscope, I suddenly got a wave of missing my dad. And he's been gone for 8 years now. Or out of his body physically for 8 years now. And I still get hit with those. And it's the same kind of feeling, I think, when it comes to God. Like, where are you? Are you right here? And God's like, look closer. Look deeper. I am here. Now, so many people talk about Christ consciousness. And I think that's a path we're all winding our way towards. But this really brings this energy up, this Neptune retrograde. Christ consciousness. So many songs have been coming through. I love when the universe gives me messages via songs, but it's like playing multiple radio stations at once. I feel like sometimes we treat God, universe, as like, I need a hero. That's one of the songs. I need a hero. I'm looking for a hero on the edge of the night. I don't know. He's got to be strong, and he's got to be fast, and he's got to be good for the fight. I don't know. I don't know those lyrics, but I need a hero. That's how I treat God a lot of times. There's a song by that country singer Jelly Roll too, like, only talk to God when I need a favor. You know, I need a hero. I need a favor. And with Neptune retrograde, God universe is always there and here. But I feel like we may need to really look at the within part. Look here. I need a hero in here. I need a favor. And I am working on it from here. So many people believe, like, oh, the return of Jesus, right? To me, the return of Jesus is this Christ consciousness. It is all of us recognizing the divinity. Jesus showed us that way, right? This Neptune retrograde, as Neptune's finishing up in Pisces, is like, can you see it in yourself yet? Can you know your divinity yet? Can you know God in you yet? Can you know God as you yet? And that's still probably more than most of us can fully open to yet. I know I still am like, am I God? Like, okay, yeah, I come from God. God is in me. Am I God? Like, it's hard. Like, the Catholic in me is like, I don't know if I can, I don't know. I don't know if I can say this, even though there's a part of me that believes it. Now, I love that this transit is coming in tandem with the moon in Sagittarius. The moon in Sagittarius can help all of us be philosophers. So we don't have to say, I am God. We can say, am I God? What does that mean if I am God? What does that mean if God is in me? What does that mean? Christ consciousness. And just explore these realms rather than know them, rather than associate truth with them. So this is such a powerful transit to me to be beginning with this moon in Sagittarius energy, being a philosopher. Now, I had a teacher, one of my religion teachers in high school, and he referenced an old Saturday Night Live, I am but a caveman. Tell me of your ways. And I feel like sometimes when it comes to religion and God and the universe and all those things, if we could approach it from, I am but a caveman, please explain it to me. We'd get so much farther than being like, I know this and I believe this, because I feel like a lot of those things are walls that we set our foundation on. And yet a lot of those walls, again, come from outside of ourselves and not from the deepest truth that does dwell within. So, what a potent energy. Now, I also love that the Sun and Mercury are going to be conjunct, because your mind is going to be wanting to explore the corners and the realms. Your curious bone is going to be working overtime. What is a challenge in this is that we do have Mercury and the Sun in Cancer, so there may be emotional waves that come with this exploration. That is not till later in the evening, but it is there. Also, we are building to a full moon. We have a full moon coming in on Monday morning. So, moon moving into Sagittarius is pushing that pulse of that full moon energy, which likes to bring the emotions up. I also feel like with this moon in Sagittarius and all of the Leo we've got going on, and that Aries energy that's also going on with Chiron hanging out in Aries and the North Node moving towards Aries, that the energies are quite fiery. We may find ourselves being fast to flare up, react, get angry, be impatient. And how can you bring a cooling balm of Christ consciousness to that energy if those flares start popping up with this fiery energy? Now, it's also interesting that we are exploring the realm of Christ consciousness and God within us, as we will have the moon in Sagittarius squaring Saturn. And so, like I said, we may come up against some clashy beliefs, whether they are outside of us or within us. And that's okay. It's okay for other people to believe something different than you do. It doesn't make you right. It doesn't make you wrong. It doesn't make them right. It doesn't make them wrong. I am of the belief there are so many paths to knowing the love of the universe. Take your path. Trust your path. If it is a path that you're on, it's a path that you need a lesson on for whatever reason. Trust your path. But accordingly, you've also got to let other people trust their paths too. Their path to God. We all are on a path to God universe. What is your path? That is wonderful. Boom. So this Neptune retrograde will be going on all the way until December. And it's going from 24 or 27 degrees Pisces to 24 degree Pisces. So we got some time to explore Christ consciousness, and maybe, just maybe, some of this nodal work with Aries and Libra coming in will help us explore a relationship with the universe in other ways. So we've got Source in reverse. Source is like, I'm in you. Can you get it? Stop looking always outside you for me. Here I am. Existence. I am here in your I am. I am fundamental in your every cell, in your atoms, in the tiniest molecules of you. Here I am, existing as you, exploring Earth. Can you receive me? It's kind of hard, right? Because we've been taught about, everything outside of ourselves. So we're working on that receptivity energy, and it is exhausting. The exhaustion card in reverse, too, can feel like things we need to let go of. We've got the letting go card. It's funny because almost all these cards, except the existence card, is in reverse. All these other things are in reverse. It's like, here it is. Here's what is the meaning of life? Exist. It's like that right now, right? So all these other cards are like, don't worry about that, don't worry about that, don't worry about that. Just close your eyes and be. One other song was coming to me today, speaking of Christ consciousness. What is Christ consciousness? And this song kept popping into my head. And when I was like, what is Christ consciousness? Like asking myself earlier, this song popped into my head again. And I don't know what the name of the song is or even who it's by. But it goes, you see love in all, or you don't see love at all. And I feel like that is the crux of Christ consciousness. For me, at least. And it's okay if it's different for you. So, that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.